What's up, guys? Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today we're doing a Wayan Iverson VOD review because look at this. I mean, just nuke of a stream. He's literally still streaming right now as I'm recording this. I don't know how long he's gonna go. 3.1 AVP, I mean 7 firsts in there. The guy is just absolutely putting on a masterclass, and he's playing some interesting stuff. A few of the games prior to this one, he played like a Volibear Jinx game, which is this comp that I talked about that, is really, really highly rated on APAC. This game, he goes down a very, very interesting route. So yeah, we're gonna watch some Wayan Iverson. The other thing that I think is quite interesting about just kind of his approach to the patch, his approach to everything. I was watching just like a few minutes before this VOD, just scrubbing through trying to find the VOD, and he actually made the statement. He literally like typed it. He opened up a notepad and he like typed it out, and he was basically like, it feels really, really bad to a loss streak, and just tempo is king this patch because there's so many win out scenarios. There are so many just really, really difficult matchups that it's very hard to just straight up win 100% of the fights. So in Wajan's opinion, it is almost always appropriate, if you have any possibility of playing towards a win streak, to play towards it, to save HP, to tempo, and then just the other piece of this is the mid game is, getting to your final board. He even talked about, potentially playing like B tier comps that are not necessarily the best comps in the game, but are good enough to tempo you to, a top 4 and sometimes even better placements if everybody just kills each other off. And that's potentially what we're going to talk about in this VOD here. Diversified Survivor and Risky Moves, all pretty mediocre options. I mean, Risky Moves, takes away HP, and we were just talking about the power of tempoing. Though, if you have a win streak, it's not too bad. We see Branching Out, which is a very solid option in general. You can, just play this into whatever comp you get. But we get an Edgelord +1, which I think is, I don't know, kind of odd, kind of hard to play around, I would say. Vertical Edgelords is not a comp that I think anyone is really excited to play. I think I saw somebody in maybe like a similar spot, like T-Lides in a spot where he did, he took like a Wandering Trainer and he got Edgelord plus something, and he's like, what am I supposed to do here, man? Because Vertical Edgelords is just not played. Yone carry is a bit mediocre as a way to cap out the board. This unit, even after being buffed up a little bit, still feels pretty underwhelming compared to, most other, even just like 2-star 4 costs in the game. You do have the Volibear that you can play towards, which is nice. As we've, talked about, Volibear Jinx and setups like that are pretty good. So I would imagine we are going to be angling towards playing for Volibear. Though, wow, what is this? The level 5 on 2-2. His idea is, I mean, the Jhin is such a power spike on this board specifically that it's worth leveling here. And we're still going to be able to make 10 here. But oh my god, this fight is so close. Is he actually going to win this? Oh my god. I mean, that was a level diff for sure. Wow. I mean, just goes to show like how much Wajan is open to playing for tempo, playing for saving HP, playing for being really strong. The level 5 at 2-2 on a board with 0 upgrades. But the other thing that's kind of interesting is we have no slams. Nobody has any slams except for people who take item augments, because it is a 1 item opener, 1 component opener. And so this is part of the reason why Wajan leveled in that spot, is he said, you know what, my board is actually very high on unit quality, so I can beat everybody else. And I mean, I have no slam, they have no slam, so we're on a level playing field in that way. And I mean, all of a sudden we're on a 3 streak here with just the Gnar 2. It is also pretty surprising to me that he did opt. He took the golden edge immediately. Wajan is someone who is very open to, doing things like fast nining. It's very, very strong this patch if you can make it there. And so I think that's part of it, though. With 0 bows at this point, we take a belt here, which I guess could just be a Spirit Visage as a decent enough tank item. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, how many stacks of golden edge are we at? At least the fights are lasting kind of long, but I'm a little surprised actually that he opted into golden edge with no bow, or even not even half of a Guinsoo made. But if we can streak with it, it'll be great. We rotate into a Senatu here, so I think this might be our streak gone here. Yeah, I mean, that is insane. How does this guy have Senatu already? And he's over encumbered, which is hilarious. So he actually couldn't hold as big of a bench as he normally would. I guess maybe he got like sent a pair from Orb or something. Maybe got the other one off of Carousel. I don't know. In any case, we're going to power up the Mundo, take standalone because it's just a generically strong power up. That is a person with the Mundo too. So many upgrades in this lobby actually, and we will just continue to sit on this board for now. Yeah, I mean, I guess Edgelord, he's kind of just trying to puzzle out what he wants to do with this Edgelord emblem, I think, because once again, it is kind of a non-stable line. I mean, it's not bad on Gnar here, who's just autoing, stacking up that extra, attack speed, and then that's extra armor shred. So, not too bad onto the Gnar. And ooh, Mundo 2 would be a great upgrade to hit here. We do want to ideally make our board a little bit weaker for minions here. I think that usually means you take Mundo out. Like I would just play double Zac over Mundo here. Ideally Sniper out as well, actually, just to make the fight last a little bit longer for Golden Edge value. We don't do that here because I think he's just, he's trying to figure out what his board and his setup is going to be, but we do maybe miss out on like, a few autos on Golden Edge. But hey, we do with the Mundo 2, which is a very, very big upgrade in this spot. All right, item slam wise here, we can make a Sunfire or an Even Shroud. We opt to make the Sunfire, leaving Cloak open for some kind of damage item. I think, Kraken Slayer, really good onto Volibear. So I think this makes a lot of sense. And also just, Sunfire, good slam. So yeah, we will continue here on with our Golden Edge Gnar with no attack speed. But at least he's getting a few autos off. Eventually he'll get there and farm us some gold. It's not going to be an insane amount of gold, but it'll be something. But, we'll see here. 3-2 Augment. It's not Heavy's the Crown. Gold Destiny's not a terrible option. It's a little bit scary, though. I would just default to, like, a tons of stats here. Just take good enough here. Is he really pick gold? He is going to opt for the Gold Destiny and get Cyber Uplink here. I guess I've seen worse. Sorry, I clicked into the thing and it messed up the... There we go. Cyber Uplink here. It is Cyber Uplink plus some gold. I don't think it's like amazing here, but you what is he saying about Cyber? Obviously it's not amazing, but what is he saying? It's the worst option in the game? I don't think it's that bad, is it? What was he saying, man?
Whatever. I know Twitch chat wants to see it.
He took it for Twitch.
I already saw Piercing Sight, and Blood Rage is not even bad when playing Volibear. So isn't this actually the single worst dogfight I can hit? Or no? Because I already saw Piercing Sight.
Yes, he's saying it's the single worst. Okay, well, I don't know about all that. I think he mostly took it for the memes for Twitch chat, which, fair enough, he's streaming. Which, the fact that he can go like 1-1-1-1-1 while streaming and memeing a little bit, just shows the skill of this guy, Wayan Iverson. What a beast, man. One of our best in North America. Sad that he actually, he got day 1 at the Cup, the Battle Academia Cup, so kind of rough for him, but it's fine. He will be back. He will do better in the next one, surely. Copium. Come on. Sometimes it's TFT. Sometimes you just have some unplayable games, or, I don't know. I didn't actually get to watch this game, so I don't know how they went, but we're going to continue on here with this Gnar. At least this is a relatively long fight here, so we're autoing a lot. And I will say, the Cyber Uplink, no, it's not the best option in the world here. Okay, we do get a proc there. Golden Edge, not bad. But we do have an extra item in the Edgelord +1, so that is +1 item for getting Cyber Uplink value. So there's something there. I would imagine we want a damage item here, sword or glove here, ideally. And yeah, he is really looking at that glove here. We need some damage items made at this point, right? If we end up taking a tank component here, we might just never make it to any kind of damage items. So pick up the glove here, level for the Nefiri for 4 jugs, and we will just continue to sit on this board, continue to get a little bit of gold out of Golden Edge. Still, once again, nowhere near the Gwinsu's Rage Blade or even any kind of bow item. But hey, we have Cyber Uplink to make Gnar cast faster and get a little bit of extra AD. Bog. Yeah, rotate into the Senna guy again, who is angling hard, obviously, into this Rise line with the Senna 2. Has built, not really looking like they're actually going to play Senna Reroll, looking more like they're just going to play towards Rise with these items. We'll see. I guess some of this stuff could work. Oh my god, wait. We won that fight? Oh, this board is so broken, man. Just the combination of all of the units together. We won that fight down a power-up, by the way, because, Golden Edge is not a power-up. And that guy was, it's just this, this is post-nerfs onto Mundo, man. It's just the units fit together so nicely. The fact that you can just play this Jhin, Aatrox, Mundo, Gnar, and Zac combination, it's just so gross, honestly. And after winning that fight, that's our 5 streak here. So now we're going to double slam our components here. We're going to try to get Cyber Uplink value here and hopefully, win this fight as well. We're rotating to someone who is Priz Pipeline. Honestly, we didn't even need to slam the components here. We would have won this fight regardless. But, that is great for us. It's actually kind of a crazy setup where they took power up, the Augment power up one that gives you a higher tier Augment, and then they got Priz Pipeline. So they're actually getting a lot of value out of it. All right, going to team planner out our board here, and this is the kind of idea from Wayan Iverson. Is he basically just put every Bastion into the planner, and then a bunch of Edgelords, and he's going to play vertical Bastion plus Edgelord, which, I mean, there is obviously the inbuilt synergy. You know, you're going to play around the Shen. We do get, if we wanted our Guinsoo's Rage Blade, it's just our only bow, right? Are you really burning your only bow on Guinsoo's Rage Blade? Wow, he is actually gonna burn it here and gonna even throw Hodge onto to Gnar as well, just to make some items here. I mean, we are 78 gold, 96 win streak. I mean, this looks like a fast 9 spot for Wayan. I mean, he is so good at knowing when to play these fast 9 spots, when to just absolutely send it. And yeah, I think this might be one of them. Coronation makes a lot of sense to potentially get in even more units on this board. And yep, this is going to immediately be the pickup here. The only problem is we don't have much to play for now. You know, there's not anything huge to add onto this board. You can't add the Yasuo onto this board, or you'll drop out of Mentor. He's going to add one Edgelord and one, I mean, this is Soul Fighter, which is kind of funny. I'm actually really surprised he's playing, we're opting to play Xayah over Shen here. You lose out on Bastion and you gain, I mean, another backliner, I guess. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised he actually doesn't opt to play Shen here for the Bastion, just because extra armor and more onto your whole board, I mean, seems pretty relevant. But yeah, I mean, you can see level 854, we can basically sack the rest of this stage and 5-2 it with an insane amount of gold in this spot. We do also, okay, yeah, he does get the Shannon immediately after. Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. Feels a little bit bad to have to sell the Xayah though, because, you know, we might need her for 6 Edgelord down the line, but okay. We do also, we have 6 Jug. I'm actually, well, I guess he wants to play the 2 Edgelord here. Yeah, still actually also kind of surprised he is not opting to play 6 Jug. He has set plus Vi here. I feel like that must be the strongest board here, but honestly, I mean, I think Wayan's making some uncharacteristic, like, not strongest boards here, because he is just trying to figure out, like, what his line is. I mean, how many times have you guys played the vertical Edgelord board? I can say for myself, not too many. So yeah, we have Glove plus Cloak open here. Could be that Kraken like we talked about. Could be something else. Well, it might have to be something else. Belt here. Could be Guard Breaker. You know, a great item onto Volibear. The only problem is we don't have IE yet, so you can't really make it. And yeah, Even Shroud makes a lot of sense as Armor Shred here. And then the Glove doesn't have to be any kind of like Last Whisper or anything. We just make Even Shroud and then turn the LW or the Glove into IE. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so this is a good spot. 83 gold here. Jinx pair in shop here, but Wayan is not looking at that Jinx pair at all. I mean, I'm surprised he doesn't just like even hold it just in case, you know, you hit a random Jinx 2 here. But I mean, I think his idea is I'm going fast 9 here. I'm going to play vertical Edgelord plus a vertical Bastion. I don't want to waste time holding units that I'm not going to play. And he knows that he has the luxury of just almost infinite gold here. You know, he's going to have like, I don't know, 80 gold level 9 to roll. So why should we hold a suboptimal kind of like bridge unit when we're just going to roll on 5-2 and play for the exact board that we want to play? This is something that I think a lot of smart players do, where they just say, you know what, I'm guaranteed to hit what I want here, so I'm not going to waste time holding units that I don't want. You know, I'm not going to like break my brain by being like, oh, maybe I'll hit Jinx 2 and play around it. Nah, man, just hold the units that you need to play, 5-2 it with a lot of gold. You could even actually 5-1 it here with the amount of gold that we have. I wonder if he will greed it one more round. I will say, Wayan is someone who, in the games that I've watched him in, has also been a little bit greedy sometimes, which, I mean, it's good if you're playing for, you know, high cap and winning lobbies, which obviously with all the first there is what he's doing here. All right, looking for that sword to finish off IE. We do not get it yet. I mean, you must roll. I mean, we hit a Braum here. Okay, there's no way. I mean, this is some next level greed here. He's not even going to level in this spot here. I mean, we've come all this way. Surely it's IE for the bear, right? Oh, he's gonna make TGGS. Yeah, I mean, this makes sense as well. Though this Fawn's gonna have to go somewhere else, but I mean, you know, GS does the same thing. It does damage onto the bear, which is what you want. And you know, the TG is gonna be really nice when you're having all these units that you want to itemize. All right, let's bring the playback speed down to 1x here, because this is gonna be a big turn here. But look at the greed, man. He doesn't even over level. He's literally pre-leveling here up to level 9 here. So let's see the roll down here. Open sells Gnar. I'm actually surprised he open sells Gnar, because I mean, I guess he's not thinking of playing for Lucha on this board here. Getting more Bastions in, gonna start rolling here, pick up the extra Bastions. That's 6 Bastion if he wants it, and I mean, he does want it here. We are going to continue rolling down here, finding some more Bastions. Not holding the Least Sins either, just holding the Bastions and the Edgelords here make your life a lot easier. You know, don't try to be too cute with it, you know, just play what you got. And we make it to this board. We find the Braum 2, which is huge. Triple damage item onto the Volibear here. Braum going to get just the Edgelord spat for now, actually, and the TG has to make its home over there, which is kind of awkward. We do it Stretchy Arms for the Volibear, probably the best power-up that we could find onto him here with the Gwynsu's Rage Blade. You know, he's triple damage. He wants to be quite safe here. And then we also power up, just grab the Pure Heart onto the Leona, another nice option here. And that's the pivot down to 0 gold, basically. That is everything here. Yeah, wow, what a pivot. We are gonna move, yeah, I like the Fawn over to Braum here. And then the TG over to the Samira. Yeah, I like this a lot, actually, just because Fawn, at least it's an item onto the Braum here. And yeah, this is our setup. 6 Bastion, 6 Edgelord, level 9. You know, I think he was thinking more of playing like a 6 Bastion 4 Edgelord setup, but then, you know, he got the ability to push 9. He got the ability to get the extra unit slot in with Coronation. So you might as well play 6 and 6, and we will see how the board does. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? Buy a lot of time with an incredibly tanky front line, and then you know, it's going to buy time for your Volibear to actually kill the entire board. Braum is also just such a great holder of the Edgelord emblem, just because he fits really nicely onto the board. So yeah, power up here. It's none of these, right? So yeah, we have to remover, double remover bug. Is Serious Slam any good on this unit? Yeah, I don't really think so. Attack Expert, yeah, just for some extra AD onto him. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fine. He's also getting a decent amount of AD from other sources, so he's upgrading that. Yeah, I think it makes sense. And yeah, I mean, you can see this Braum here is a monster, this Volibear here is a monster. I mean, the board is truly online, and it was a greedy level 9, but I mean, you got a lot of value out of the greed. All right, we power up again. Ooh, efficient here with the blue buff to just get Braum essentially insta-casting here. I like it. This actually seems sick. I like this a lot here. We will see how much work this Braum can do here. No, you know, no vertical Luchador, no 4 Luchador anymore. It is literally just 6 Edgelord, 6 Bastion Braum here, and he's so tanky, and the amount of damage he's doing. I mean, Braum's doing more than the bear, right? He actually. But wait, can you change your thingy to show the damage chart, actually? Because I want to see. I mean, it certainly looks like Braum is out damaging the bear here, which is crazy. I mean, at this point, we're looking at level 10, right? Not much to roll for at this point. Can throw in like a Zyra onto this board, I guess. Decent enough here. But yeah, I mean, the spot is wild. We're gonna fight Michael soon. Really just ideally want to be Braum ulting, you know, the big tank, stuff like that. Pick up a power up here, or an item here. It's going to be Kraken, and ooh, swap the items around a little bit. The Fawn's gonna move back because that's not the best item in the world, and the healing is gonna go onto Braum, and then all the damage items are gonna go into Volibear. I like this a lot, actually. Ooh, Braum's, oh, he's facing the right side. He's gonna ult onto the Cassante. That's rough. We really want to ult on the Malphite, but I mean, honestly, as long as he's close enough, right? Because on second cast, he ended up getting onto the Malphite here, and then God, just clearing the board, actually. I mean, we saw him go first in a lot of games. This might be another one. We finally pick up the Yone here, who is going to get the Fawn, potentially. And wow, he actually just levels up very, very fast here, just to get the Gwen in on level 10. Maybe he's trying to kill third place. I'm surprised he levels here. I mean, I guess his thought is like, the trait, which is just Sork, not a great trait, honestly, on this board. But this, you know, just getting something in matters more than, you know, really like rolling for upgrades. I mean, he does, wow, just barely win this fight. So maybe that was a Gwen diff. Oh, wow, I'm shocked he opts to play Gwen over Zyra here. He already has Soul Fighter. I mean, it's 3 Soul Fighter, right? It's not like we're getting Soul Fighter in as well. It's just Sork. It's a Sork Gwen 1 on this board. Yeah, I don't know why he values this so highly. I for sure in this spot would have wanted to play the Zyra, just, you know, get more attack speed onto our board. You know, just, I mean, it's something that's going to buff up the entire board. But I mean, I guess he's thinking of Gwen as potentially being another carry that he can play. I mean, Gwen 2, especially we can, you know, move the Fawn over to her. Is something that we could play for. I mean, we clear Ilya here. We also clear Michael here. My God, this game might be over very, very soon, actually. He sees TG, which would be fantastic for that Gwen. We can't pick it up there. So maybe there's a Stair Axe, I guess. Good enough here. And you can throw it onto the Yone here. So let's roll down, see if we can find Yone 2 and Gwen 2. I mean, you probably just sell the... honestly, you're 27 HP, you're streaking here. You just lock it just to play for max cap. I mean, this whole game has been about playing for max cap, playing for tempo, saving HP, and then spending all of that HP on a very, very expensive but very strong fast 9. And I mean, he just clears this board from Michael, and Ilya here is actually going to win against Clone there. So I guess, oh my God, wait, how close are they to their Star Guardian Prismatic? I didn't see him hovering over. I mean, they don't have it right now, right? It's not showing up as Prismatic. 9 Star Guardian. I mean, it's well, I mean, we'll probably kill him this round, so it will be fine. But a little scary there. But I mean, not Star Guardian. I feel like out of nowhere you can just hit the Star Guardian Prismatic and win the game, and it will be crazy sometimes. Yes, 17. Wow, I think they're literally 1 round off. They probably have it after this round. That is wild, actually, that this game ends here and Wasian wins it on the last possible round, especially because minions were coming up. If they had any more HP, we would have actually gone second. I mean, crazy game from Wasian, but I mean, just a really cool game showing how to play tempo, how to play around this Edgelord setup. This Bastion Edgelord setup was really, really cool. How to play around Braum as a duo carry for Volibear. I mean, you know, not getting baited by any kind of 4 luchador setup, just playing for strongest board and clearance. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, my Spotify, all my links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks as always for watching.